Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I've got a nice little message for all of you to hear, but it's your wish. If you don't want to know it, just leave it. And I don't think you should run your name behind anything on any type of platform, watching others' experiences, be it fake or real, because once again, I'm telling, our brain learns only when we apply things. So I'm using this sentence once again. It's simple. Just look around you. This is your real life. And you are just digging into the screen, thinking this is your real life. You're thinking what to think. You think about so many fabulous fantasies, fictions, and movies and series and all the trendy things that need to be followed. You think some trends are meant to be followed and some are just things that you get influenced by. And this influence might be bad as well. We can't know whether it's truly influensive or not. We've been growing by seeing the Gen Z people or Gen Alpha mostly now. Um, we have a troublesome childhood. Even me as a kid, of course I'm a kid. I'm just 17. Alhamdulillah for the life I've lived. And Insha Allah for the life I'll be living. It's all Allah's will. Kun fayakun. So, asking this question that what are we getting influenced by? We see millions of people on television. What else? There are many types of things. Many are there. Whatever. www.dash.com. So, the question is, what are we getting influenced by? We see people who are just acting out things. Maybe they are just recreating a scene, maybe some historical thing, or just like fantasizing or giving more appreciation to things that don't even exist. Can you think that magic is real? People can time travel. I don't know about time travel because I've heard that light speed and all that stuff, and I haven't read the whole Quran by translation. Bad for me. But inshallah, let's try doing our best to do it. Inshallah. So once again, the point is simple. We are getting influenced by the people who are just acting out and faking out things. Even historical things which are made literally have those disclaimers which say that pure coincidence. What? What is that? Any resemblance to the scenes or any characters is totally what? Whatever. I hope you understood that. Even they are claiming that not all scenes are truly there. And then we see people whom we are not even required to know about. You can just see, you shouldn't. Actors and actresses, they all are just faking out things and we just watch and become fans of them. I'm not taking any name of any actor or actress, but I don't think this work, this message that is getting transferred and we are getting influenced by it is genuine, whatever that word means. It's like you're learning something wrong. We see that, yeah, I know good always wins over bad. And then, okay, you watch a 2 hour movie, and then in that movie, the actor, the hero or whatever, protagonist or deuterogonist, whatever, the hero or heroine just gets older, is child and then gets older, then some other thing then something else happens, and villain entry comes, or you can just see the person who is very closer to that person is the villain. So we stop trusting the people who are nearby us, and then even that person who is watching the movie with you will stop trusting you properly. This thing doesn't happen by watching only one video. It happens by watching plenty, and we are filled with this junk, literal brain rot. But what is the solution? We people have always been growing by watching cartoons and animations and child actresses and actors and plenty of fake stories of imagination. I'm not telling this creativity is completely waste. It's nice to imagine things, but living in that imagination which is not at all true is not equal to manifestation. What are you gonna do with some people who are villainous, who are smugglers, who are rowdies kind of people? Whatever, we are just making our own life so comical that we forget that we are actually living a life. You must understand that is not the reality. You're watching things for entertainment, you think for 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever the time is. You know it, and Allah is always watching. That works like anything. Because it actually is soothing also. Because Allah does not expose us of. He knows each and every person on the world who lived, who died, who did not even exist yet, who are yet to born. And He does not expose our mistakes to anyone. No, now you're sitting in a room and then whatever mistake you did in here, Allah doesn't tell it to your neighbors. He does not go announce it on the roads and all through the skies and everything. He does not tell it to anyone at all. Because He's most patient, subhanallah. He's waiting for you with all, like, He's waiting for you to return back to Him and ask forgiveness. May Allah forgive us all. Because we humans have got free will and we can use it in any way we want. We can do the best out of anything or make out the worst out of it. That is exactly what free will means. We have got our own choices. We have the choice to live the next moment. I saw this nice, beautiful, subhanallah line. The line was that every person, I think even the jinns included in here, because I think even they have got the free will. I'm so sorry if I've told anything wrong, because I did see it somewhere. And in case this is wrong, inshallah, I'll make sure that I make another video out of it, or just get this one edited properly. And you understand, I'll have to put a nice cut and paste work on it, but it's better to fact check. I just asked AI. It turns out that I believe in it, because it mentions, because I have heard it a lot of times, that they have got the choice to choose between right and wrong, just like humans. And that is what Sulaiman alayhi salam also, I think it's an ayn in there. So Sulaiman alayhi salam, if my pronunciation is wrong, I'm sorry, correct. So he also used to like do the justice with jinns, because he could communicate with them, communicate with animals and jinns also, and command them for I mean, he was a king anyway, so he had the right to command. I mean, right in the sense, he's like a leader, so he leads the people to the right direction. And so that is a gift he got from Allah, because he asked the one who gives us from endless treasures. I mean, he gives from something that doesn't end at all. That's Allah's beauty. That can never be compared. Ever heard of superlative degree? We have the good, better, and best. Best in the sense is the best. You can't compare anything. Good is in the sense you just tell it by not comparing it with anyone, just saying good. Better is telling that pink is better than purple, or purple is like worse than pink, or I'm not being biased in colors. Anything can be better in different perspectives and POVs. So I think you got my point. Best can never be compared. And I think bestest is the word for Allah. Subhanallah. So about that influencing, I think we all should just stop it at once. I know going like a sudden decline, a linear graph that declines all of a sudden, is quite unimaginable, because with the experience that I have got, I and maybe many of us, I mean maybe all of us, just have this thing that I think it's brain, the way the brain works, that when you can't imagine anything, you cannot do it. Can you imagine yourself climbing the Mount Everest right now? Maybe not, or maybe yes. So, or else, can you imagine something like anything you want, but that is not possible, you think? Okay, imagine flying in the sky. I mean, when you are in the thinking that you can do it, you cannot fly with like, you don't have wings that come out of your body, physical body. You might need a machine, or a helicopter, but I'm telling about individual flying without any machines. I think even that is possible, because Allah can make anything come true. But right now in this world, I don't think we need wings like birds, because birds are unique because they have wings. We humans are unique because we have got free will and we can take decisions ourselves. Dogs are unique. I mean, they are different from cats because dogs are not cats, and cats are different from dogs because cats are not dogs. I hope you got it. If you did not, just rewind it a little. So okay, I have heard this hadith and I think I should tell it to you again. जिस काम से मना करें उसे छोड़ दो. It's just so simple. The work which you have been told, don't do it, because it's not safe for you to do it. Imagine getting influenced by people who don't even care about what impact they are bringing to normal people's life. Maybe even they are not aware of it properly, and they just get millions of money or whatever benefits that they are sharing. So once again, the point is simple. We are getting influenced by the wrong people. We forget to see the people who are around us, our parents, our grandparents, the good people around us. We just run behind the celebs, thinking that they've got fame. Nowadays, children are running behind gamers. We have teens who want to become like them. What is gaming actually? It's nothing but playing a fake game that's not real. Oh, fake is equal to not real. Okay. Fact check. So you just be a part of thing that is not real at all. That's just a simulation that is stimulating you, and then you play it because you have total control over it. If you think your move is wrong, you can just redo it. And if you don't want to do this level, you can just skip it by doing some diamond exchange or coins exchange. And sometimes it's even not sometimes the premium goes for real money, and sometimes, or maybe plenty of time, I don't know, plenty of times, or maybe sometimes, whatever, it can also be a scam. You download the wrong game and then your phone or your device just gets hacked off, or the money just gets vanished. May Allah help us all and guide us through all of this and make us walk on the right path. That is Sirat wal Mustaqim. We are getting influenced by the wrong people. We are getting influenced about the bad ideas that are not even required. Children just run behind short form videos, and then you can't know what is coming next onto you. You don't know which person is going to do what. You don't know what kind of jokes cracking is going to happen and on what basis, whether it is safe for children or not. Whether actually, I think it's not safe for anyone, not even adults, because you're learning about things even before you are of that age, and early knowledge of such stupid things is not even required. We lose our innocence once we know about such things, such cruelty, such pain, and all that. In fact, no human deserves to know about such humiliating stories. And things that don't even exist, connections that don't, is not even found, and they just pretend that it happened, pretending that that person is his or her enemy. They want to do something and then they want to take revenge. Why do we want to take revenge? We know Allah is watching, and then that person is answerable to Allah, of course. Why do you want to do tit for tat? You have to give respect. You don't need to expect people giving you respect back. It's there. You might want to make them learn that I gave you respect, give it back to me. It's their free will to give it back. I know the common sense comes that I give you respect, you give me back. But sometimes people just lose their common thinking processes. They just get broken in the midway itself, because they think that's the typical thing that one should not do it. Because we often see in movies, people don't easily just go and ask for forgiveness. They don't easily put money into something right. But in the wrong things, they just are ready to give anything for it. But it's not true all the times. But the basis on which the movies and stories and series are created, I don't think it is right. And I don't think you people should think that it is right as well. Because you have to use your common sense. Why do you want to know what that person has got to do with the other person? Whether they have got friendships or full hatred, or they're meeting after years. Excuse me, behind the screens they have already made plans of how much money they are going to get for making this scene. And if it is humiliating them, of course they are going to get more payment for that, because they just got accused in front of the whole public once the movie is edited and all that. And then almost all movies and things have got music, irritating music, wrongly influencing music. And music is something that gets you sick. I think you should read my blog on what I said about some rains and some horses. And it's better you read it. It's been a long time since I wrote it. Maybe I'll just drop by a thing. See, it's your wish if you want to read it. Just leave it if you want. But I think it's worth seeing it from that point of view once. Because sometimes we must see things from one point of view, but doesn't mean that it's the only point of view that exists and that you need to get influenced by that particular one. The point, again, is simple. Just leave the wrong things. Who is forcing you? Even Shaitan cannot do anything if we don't want to take his advice. He will not enter your heart's doors if you don't allow him to come into the garden itself. If you just keep the main gate locked, he can't jump over it because you've got security all over. You've got your thoughts to protect you, and then Allah is always by your side whenever you want him. And when you're not thinking of him also, he's always looking at you. He's looking at every single thing right now and listening to what I'm talking. Is he literally listening to what I'm talking? I mean, it's like a huge what? I mean, the Lord of the universe and maybe universes, the whole world is listening to you. I am just not even a dust particle in front of him, and he's listening to me. He's watching you. He's watching the person sitting beside you. He's watching the thing you're having in your hand. He's watching the cat in your street. He's watching every single cell that is growing in your hands, cells, bones, everything. He's knowing everything. I mean, he knows everything. He even knows what I'm going to tell the next moment. He knows which of my cell will die and which cell will come to life from which nucleus and which chromatin threads. I'm not a biology student, but of course in 10th grade we did learn about chromatin threads and chromosomes and all that stuff. I mean, what else do you want? Someone who keeps your secrets, someone who is always looking up to you, someone who loves you more than your mother. See, I'm not telling that you don't love your mother because Allah loves you. It's not at all true. Allah tells us to love your parents, and of course you're not even supposed to tell an oof to them. Sometimes we commit those mistakes, and then realize sometimes it's too late. But I think once you realize that you made a mistake, you must go and ask for forgiveness. Because if Allah can forgive you, when you ask from Him, you ask Him, then when somebody comes to you asking for forgiveness, I think you should just forgive them. I know sometimes you can't trust those people. I understand you cannot go on with the same bonds again, because once a thread is cut, that knot is a knot. K-N-O-T is N-O-T. But I know things won't go smoothly. But if you cannot build up the things, then I don't think you should go and harm more of that person. I know there are many ideas spoken at once. Let me go on point 5. First thing, you shouldn't break anyone's heart. If you don't think that what they did to you was right, then leave it to Allah. No, forgive them in your heart. Even though if they did not come running to you and asking for forgiveness, just forgive them. It doesn't mean that that person needs to come to your door, give you a gift of an apology, write a letter. Just forgive them. keep your heart clean, because you don't know when you will leave the earth. You don't know how many people you will leave thinking that you never forgive them. If Allah is so great in this work, I mean, if Allah can forgive that person, if He's just willing to ask forgiveness for, then who are we? Not even dust particles. Shouldn't we be willing to give forgiveness? I mean, to forgive that person if they didn't even ask us. Allah is best. Allah is the best. He knows our hearts. He knows our pain. He knows why we committed that mistake. He understands the reasons. Sometimes you need to balance things out. You need to understand that person, why he or she did that thing. You can't blame a person for doing all of it. I mean, you can't totally blame it. Sometimes even you can have a mistake. Even if you have a conflict with a child and you are an adult, doesn't mean that that adult is the right thinker. Even children can do the right thing. Even they can feel that what they told is correct, and sometimes it might also be correct. But don't make that kind of thing that whatever elders, as you as elders, tell is the most rightest thing. Because one thing is that there are many point of views to so many things, but we must think what is the most modest and moral thing, moral thing to do. Not because it's modern, but because it's molded to the right fit. It's molded into the right container, because it fits into every person's hearts. It's doing the right thing at the right time. That's it. About influencers who are influencing, if any one of you just watch this video, and if you think you can just do anything to just get those movies and trailers and things into public, I would just want you to make up to them and ask forgiveness to all the people. And I think the people are now great enough to forgive you even before you asked for it. Alhamdulillah. Even you are a human. You wouldn't want people with the wrong mindsets and things with the wrong stories influence your own children. We are innocent people. Even you are innocent. Just that we are allowing the wrong ideas to slip into our heads, our hearts, and allowing shaitan to enter the gardens of our hearts. Just as you realize it, just let yourself on the right path. If you think that you're doing the right thing, then just continue. But sometimes you also need to think from many other perspectives, thinking that if this thing is the money for you, it is costing a lot. People's attention spans are declining like anything. Not only because you are in the part of that movie or trailer or whatever influencing job, but also because it's going to influence you also, your own character. Acting as a person who you really are not is going to make you feel like you are that character, but you are someone else. Never give up. You just need to dig down deeper into yourself and try the best to try to replace these wrong things with the right ones, because a mistake cannot be erased. But next time, you can just, the next moment you realize it, you can always use a cutting thing, a pencil, to just scratch it and correct the word over there. Yes, you can do that because you have written it with a permanent marker and the time has already passed by. You cannot go in the past in that way as you made in the movies, or maybe you did not, I don't know. You cannot change the past, you cannot predict the future, but you can always create it in a better way, because the only way to predict future is to create it. And once again, you have the free choice, you have the free will, you are a human, of course. I think I don't want to add up more points, but I think we should always keep going on the right path. Whenever we just realize that I'm on the wrong path, then I must take a diversion, because the steering is in my hand. I shouldn't go on the place where the bridge is broken and think that I cannot go a bit back, because I still have the steering wheel and the reverse gear, if I'm right, reverse gear, right? The escalator, accelerator, whatever it is, you can just come a bit back and take a diversion, take a turn or a U-turn, because you still can cut those mistakes and show the people that this was wrong. I'm sorry. Even though our people are learning to be great, alhamdulillah, that they are ready to forgive before you even ask for it. Insha Allah. Because change comes from within. You can't force it out from external things. I can't force you that, excuse me, you are in the wrong plot, please get out and please apologize to people. I can't tell you this because I don't know you at all in the first place, or maybe even if I did, what can I do? It's not that I don't have any power at all as a common citizen or a human kind of thing, but how can I go into your heart and change your thinkings? Of course, I cannot do it. I am a human, just like you. Just like you cannot change what I am thinking, just like that, unless and until I will to change it under Allah's umbrella, of course, because He is always in the protection thing, and always anything that happens is with His will, of course. So makes sense, like an umbrella, that below the umbrella we are there, and then only once He gives approval, only then it can come down, or else it never even exists. That's it. So I thought this one line. What is it? If you want, you will, or else you won't. or else you won't. Makes sense. Okay, I think I should give the 5 questions to myself right now. What am I doing? I'm recording a video on influencing people. Uh, is it the right thing to do? I think people need to know about this because it is the right thing, and people deserve to know when they are wronged. It's like somebody sold you the wrong gold piece, and then I get to know it, and then I'm news reporting that. I don't think it's the rightest thing actually, because backbiting is not good. Whatever should be done in front of that person. Then whatever I told, is it wrong? Did I backbite? So confusing. I do not take any person's name. I'm not sure. Because I did not accuse any one person with the name and about their region of living, and I did not identify that person over here. I did not specify that person over here. I didn't verify that this person is that person and that person is this person. I didn't tell about anything like that. So I suppose it's not backbiting. If anyone knows what is the actual thing, then please please feel free to comment, or if you have my contact, please message to me. That's it. Yeah, the third question: how long have I been doing it? That counts for 26 minutes 39 40 seconds, sorry, 41 seconds, 42, plus the previous video that I just broke out for 9 minutes or something because I had to check about if jinns had the free will or not. You could comment on that also. See, in this video I specifically want you to take out the points and gist it out, and need not share this video to anyone because I might get you confused. But if you have the points properly, then feel free to comment it, share it. You don't need to mention me at all, because why do you have to do it? What will you get by mentioning me? I know we shouldn't be result driven every time, but I'm confused. I'm sleepy also. Time is going very wrong now. So just share the points to the people who are influenced by the wrong people. But I think I shouldn't have told this sentence, because whenever I see the sentence anywhere, I feel people send this video to that person only because I told this line. I mean, the person making the video told this line, so they remembered and then they shared it, or else they did not even care to think of that person. It's like they speak everything so nicely, and I have that only one dear friend of mine to just share it to that person, and in the last, the sentence be like, share it, tag it to your friend. Bro, I was thinking of that dear friend all the video time, and now in the end you give me this line, share it to your friend. Why are you telling me to do it? I really wanted to share this video to that dear friend, but even before she could get understand that I shared it with, before thinking that, before that reminder, you just broke that thing. And then I just don't want to share it because it's going to give a wrong sense that I remembered her only when I was reminded of her. Not fair, not at all. So I don't think that line should be taken. The point is simple. Just leave the wrong things. Go on the right path. Nobody is forcing you. Just keep your heart's gardens safe from weeds. Of course, you've got pesticides and insecticides, but make sure they are safe to use, an organic kind of thing, so that these pesticides and insecticides don't cause a side effect to your own garden. Because chemicals are poisonous. In any ways, I mean, in a great extent, of course, everything should come in a limit. No, this video didn't get blanked out. I think you should celebrate the silence. Just keep quiet and analyze the things for some time. Don't feel impatient. You need to take a pause and reflect on the things. And if you literally celebrated this silence along with me, I think you want to change. You want to stop being controlled by the wrong people. In fact, even good people don't have the right to control you actually. Because still the choice is yours. You need to make your life and others' life beautiful. Others' lives. Makes sense. So, celebrate the silence, because you need to take a pause. You need to think how much you have been influenced by those people. They don't even know you. They don't know about your problems. They're just doing this for money, and I don't think money is the right reason for influencing people for the worst thing. No one's lives are at risk in this case, I hope, because You can earn money in many different and halal ways. You don't have to run behind to go on influencing people with the wrong ideas. Innocent children sitting with their families watch these movies, and then parents also cannot avoid them because they might be able to just make the child sleep, but the effect of the movie scenes and the sensitivity, the insensitivity actually, or maybe both of them, uh, they affect the person in a very great way because movies are meant to be emotionally touching. And if the garden door, mm, if the property is not barricaded or is not surrounded by gates and barriers, those emotionally touching scenes can get into that garden and spoil the person's thinking process. Sometimes some things are meant to be left unknown because they are not safe for us humans. And they are not even safe for the people who are learning the scripts for these scenes. It's not safe for the people who are writing those dialogues. It is not safe for the movie producer. It is not safe for the investor who is investing in that, because the idea is again so simple. People's lives are getting ruined because of it. Students are losing lives. They're losing their real lives over here. They are living an imaginary story that they haven't even written properly. There are blanks in every page here and there because they jumped up so quickly that they even forgot they had left something. They had left something over there, that blank even existed, and in that way they just lose their marks. Yeah, and about the beautiful line I just told about, our life is a test, and Allah has helped us to such a great extent that He has given us the Quran itself. We have got the textbook with us, we have got the test paper with us. Our teacher is also with us. His thoughts and all the hadiths and the knowledge that we required is all with us itself. It's only that we must learn to do the right open book test. Remember those things that in the lockdown children were so obsessed with copying the test answers from Google or something like that they even used to copy the links and from where they have copied it. You see, what sort of open book test is this? Even though they had the answers with them, they literally just wrote from where they got it. But this time, that time it was wrong for the students and to commit that thing, to cheat like that. But this time, the exam rule itself tells us that we can leave the book open, we can take advices from people around us, we can choose the correct answers with our free will, and then all the right answers are based on point of views. And Allah, the exam corrector or the examiner, the invigilator, He knows all the thought process you went through. He knows every single moment of every single moment that you spent solving the question paper. And that beautiful line was that every single second, it's your choice to make. It's like whether you prefer to get up and get to work, or do you prefer to continue the pain that you're giving yourself right now, negative markings. And the greatest part, you can also ask forgiveness from the examiner. You can actually ask, forgive me, I wrote the wrong answer. I really want to correct this, please help me. And the examiner helps you also. He helps you to learn the lesson. The paper corrector is helping you learn the lesson and then sends you for the test again. Or he just tests you in a better way that you take this mock test, done. And then you're prepared for it, and then you take the right decisions and choices that give such an output that you never expected. I remember this one thing. I am not that kind of sports person, but I literally wanted to take part in the sports day game that was going on with the girls of all my class, all the girls of my class. Sorry. So I literally wanted to take part in this game, and I thought I could win this time because the rules were so simple, and it was about placing the thing in the right place and then running back and taking another one and coming back and keeping it there. It was about speed also, but I think I really wanted to win it for maybe a month or so once I got to know about the game rules and all that. But I did not win it. But Allah made me so happy that, alhamdulillah, that I was just so happy I got a chance to participate. I got so much of fun. I experienced the joy of not winning. I experienced the joy of seeing the game just going on and seeing me struggle putting the thing back into that place and then running back and putting it again and then running. And it was just so fun. And then I don't think I really wanted to win in that point in time when the thing was over and then I lost. But I think maybe I lost in front of the eyes of all the people over there. But inside, alhamdulillah, I literally felt that glimmer of joy that I won in this way. I got a new experience. This game, I just played it for the first time. So it's like you just leave everything on the examiner. Do your part. trust your instincts because they might be right, but you also need to put your mind into it. Not that I want to eat this thing and it's expensive and I trust my instincts, I really want to eat it. Depends on the situation, about how much money you've got in your pocket, or the ingredients that are available, or how much money you can save. I mean, actually, or should be replaced by and over here because it makes sense. You must think of the money in your pocket and the amount that you want to save, and other things also, considering the situations and putting your mind into it, of course. Because if you don't give it a thought, then who will come and give it a thought? Right? Because you are writing the exam, yeah. Simple. So I think that's all I want to share for now. We have got to correct our ways, correct our mistakes. Just a tiny scratch and just put that ulta V sign and write, I'm sorry, I wrote this word instead. That cut itself means that sorry. And then when you write it properly or they're specifying, I had to write this word instead. People are not foolish. They see, they cut, and the person has cut it and written the right thing on the top. I consider this one. Makes sense? But remember, I don't think you should break anyone's heart. If you cannot contribute to a good way, to that person in a good way, then don't make it worse for that person. Don't make the feelings worse. Because if you cannot do anything good, then don't do any bad also. If you cannot say anything good, then don't tell any bad also. It's painful to hear that little children are in trouble. We hear children and humans and nature getting affected by wars. While we are just sitting over here, comfortably, the gift that Allah has given us. People over there are also learning things. They're learning the importance of life. But when we can change something as a human over here, when we can help the suffering competitors of us, it's like you're running a race, the competitor just fell off in the between, you know the race is going on, but still you stop and help that person, and then with that person you cross the finish line. I know it looks comical, but don't those people, just like each and every one of us, deserve peace? Threatening them like anything for each and every moment that what might fall on them all of a sudden. Allahu Akbar. We can't even imagine what will happen to us. And then over there, they are threatened that they might have to face the end of their life. I think we should do the right thing at the right time. And the best thing is that no wait, the sentences we do the best. Sorry, what is that? What we do is the best we do. The best thing I can do is that if my eye is itching, I can just clear it up with the non-nail part of my hand rather than scratching it with the nail part. Choice is mine. Test is going on. This is my moment. Whether I choose the poking part or the smooth part, and just finish the problem and then move on to the next moment, the next question. That's it. I don't think wars are doing any good. I think treaties must be signed, but I think each and every person deserves a peaceful life. Each and every animal also does. And I don't think that any one of us deserves that pain. I know Allah can call us any point in time, but it's supposed to be Allah's call. We humans shouldn't threaten our own brothers and sisters to say that you can just die anytime. Not fair, isn't it? Same goes with ourselves. We must treat ourselves the way we want others to treat us. If we don't want that person to insult us, then we must not insult ourselves in front of ourselves and other people as well. We must not insult ourselves in front of ourselves and others also. That means it also includes that when nobody is around, you should not show and keep yourself down. You must forgive yourself but not forget the mistake so that you don't repeat it again. Simple, simple, and simple once again. I prefer you to end this video right now. I don't want to tell anything extra, I guess. And I don't think that we must be influenced by the wrong people. We learn by experiences. Only when the brain applies things, only then is when we learn our lessons. Only then is when we truly live that moment and those situations, those evidences get saved in our brains. That is when we learn to make connections. The fourth question now is, should I stop it? We should say why not? It's already late. let's continue. I should continue with my work and you should continue with your work. And I think you should not subscribe to any channel which is influencing you for the wrong path. And actually, many people influence you to the right path also, but I don't think that unless and until you don't apply the thing yourself by making connections and making neural pathways that actually exist, I mean, that can actually exist in the practical way. Our brain stores facts only when we have something connected to the past memories. Now, if I just say discipline, you won't be able to learn discipline unless and until you have learned the pain that non-disciplining life has, the way you had to deal with it. Okay, let's continue. Alhamdulillah for everything. May Allah grant us all Sirat al-Mustaqim, walking legs. Then, seriously, you can ask anything to him. Anything. Because from where he gives, it's endless. It will never end. May Allah grant us all Jannatul Firdaus and show us the right path and help us in our tests of life and guide us, and so that we learn our lessons properly. Insha Allah. Ameen. Humma ameen. Okay, let's continue. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah gives us from His endless treasures